What is going on here? Good evening, everybody. I don't know what time it is over there, but I know in Arizona it is. What time is it? It's almost 5:30. Um, wait, somebody just sent me a message. So tonight, what topic for tonight? So yesterday, I touched on what women want from men in a relationship when they're looking for a relationship. So tonight, to be fair, I definitely want to touch on what men want or what men are looking for in a future partner with a woman or a man or whatever. And I should say significant other. What people are looking for in significant others, but I'm just predominantly referring to the men, their take on it. Yesterday I referred to what women take on it. So today, what men may have. So I got input from a couple of my Facebook friends. They sent me their ideas of what men are looking for in a relationship. So I said, okay, I am definitely going to say what they basically contributed. If you have any contribution, you can just put it in the comment section, so then I can say if I agree or disagree. But again, it's the male perspective, right? So why not? So we talked about independence, right? For women, we wanted a man who's independent. Funny enough, men actually they're willing to deal with a woman who is not too independent, but majority they actually want a woman is independent and not totally relying on them. They actually want a woman who can be self-reliant, so can sustain herself and her needs and stuff like that. So she's not totally, oh, I need a man to take care of me. You know, they don't want that attitude. And if you feel that way, just don't tell them exactly what they don't want to hear that. Okay, they're the guy to take care of you. They don't want to hear that. So you have to show some independence in that respect. I'm good. Hi, Dudley Butcher. I'm fine. I'm not looking for anything. I'm just talking about men in general. Their take. Yesterday I spoke about what women were looking for in men. So today I wanted to be fair. So I said, okay, let me talk about the men needs, right? Because you guys could be hard critics sometimes, and so as us females, we can be critical. So, um, the poll said stability, right? A guy wants to be with a woman they know they can build a future with. The same thing like women. Majority of decent men out there, that's what they're looking for. Granted, as a female, I do realize they have men out there who are not looking for relationships. They just want to have fun. They like what they see. Men are superficial. They like what they see. They want to get to know it. They want to have fun with it, and they want to carry on. They do have some. Don't even say that's not true, because they do have men out there who want to do that, and a small minority actually want women to settle down with. The other one was security. Um, I mean, men can secure a household, so they just want a woman to maintain it as well. You know, because they're both working hard. They want a woman to cook for them, clean the house, maintain things, and do things around the house that they feel like should be divided up. It'll make them feel good to come home to a nice, clean house. So if you're messy as a female, it's not a good look. It can scare some men away, the good men away, because they don't want to be around messy individuals, right? Supportive. A man wants that support system. So especially if they're working hard, they have like several jobs, they have several projects going on. They want you to be supportive. You can't be distracting them from the projects, because they will get upset. Yeah, they will, and then you'll just be, I don't know if they have options going on, you'll just be at the bottom of the option list. Um, I said responsibility again. Independence and responsibility goes hand in hand. Men, they do pay attention, especially if you have children. How you treat your children, how you treat your family members, how you treat your friends. They look at that behavior. How you maintain your household, right? If you're still living with mom and dad, well, it depends on the age, right? Men look at that too. So if you really want a good guy, you have to position yourself. The same thing I tell guys: if you're looking for a good woman, you need to position yourself right in a situation where you'll get that woman that you're looking to attract. And for females, the same thing. Maturity, okay? You can't be immature expecting to get a mature man. Some men may like that. They have some type of fetish. I don't know. People have underlying fetishes. Um, but again, you have to be mature, okay? And you have to be willing to show. Oh, and one other thing I realized, you know how women, we feel like we need to do all this extra stuff, just to please them. Actually, majority of the men like us in our natural state. They like the natural hair, of course, if it's styled and neatly and taken care of. When you're taking care of yourself, because they are, whether they want to admit it or not, majority of men, they are superficial. They don't want a woman to use them. So if they realize you're just using them for money or using them for things, they're not going to take you seriously. So if it's someone that you want to settle down with, don't put that initial, attitude like, yeah, I need this and I need that and I want it now just because we spent time together. Um, Men are attracted to brains, believe it or not. So it's not only the superficial. When they talk to you, they get certain, they get a feel of the type of person you are based on your the way you carry yourself and the way you speak, your input on important topics, or political topics or religious topics. They get a feel of it because some men who are spiritual, they want to know your spiritual take on things or level. If you attend church, what religious background are you, or which one are you taking seriously? They follow these things. I know in some cities in the U.S., a lot of people, the first thing they ask you before any conversation. So, what level degree you have? I know in D.C. Oh my gosh, that place is crazy. People look at the car you drive, your educational level, and the neighborhood you live in. If you don't meet any of those criterias, you already failed. And you're not in the in crowd. So you have to be at a certain level in order to be or attract the type of people that you want to attract, right? Um, I talked about mind and brains because a lot of people think, okay, you're beautiful, you don't have brains, and that's all it takes is just about beauty. Guess what, people? Beauty fades. It goes. It goes. What else are you holding on to or standing on in order to keep your man interested, right? Love. I say women more so, we look for love. Guys, I don't really feel like they want to settle for just love alone. I think they look for many other things. It has to be way more than love for them. And you guys can let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. I don't know. But I didn't see love on any of those articles. I did a search of different articles. If you know, in my previous lives, I like to look at articles, right? Time. Don't waste a man's time. And trust me, a man can pick up like that if you're wasting their time. They know. They know based on the things you say, the way you act, and what you do. They know you're wasting the time, and vice versa. Women don't like to be wasted time on. But if you paint them, that's a different topic. Um, Manners. So a lot, I think it's a majority of a lot of men. That was the main thing I saw in the articles and the feedback that I got. Manners and not being loud. Men don't like women who are loud. If you're loud and out there, it's a turn off, and they can't deal with it. Um, it's just they don't want to deal with that, but they want you to have manners because you need to be able to carry yourself, right? And depending on um, the man that's trying to court you, you don't know what events he might take you to, which type of executive CEOs or wherever you have to be around. So you have to be able to carry yourself appropriately and accordingly. Sexy, right? Stay sexy. Everybody is to the eyes of the beholder. Everybody have their own take. Some people like super thin, some people like super thick, some people, whatever the case may be, the way he met you is majority of the time that's probably what he wants to see. Some people taste change after time, so they'll let you know. Trust me, they'll let you know exactly what they like. A lot of Caribbean men, they love the curves, they love the thickness, you know. They don't like women who are too skinny. I mean, they'll accept skinny, but you know, after time, as you get older, they're like, so you know, what's going on? You know, I want to feel some cushion. What's going on? So, so men look for the curves. They want a beautiful woman. They want a woman to stay sexy and take care of themselves. Communication. I mean, women are more big on communication. Men can sit quiet for like hours and they'll be perfectly happy. I don't know how they do it. I honestly don't know. But it seems to be a thing. I didn't even realize that was a thing. They want you to feel secure because I mean, 9 times out of 10, you know, you're already in if they're giving you all that time and attention. So you have to be secure. The moment you lack that security, it's just like, oh my goodness, what is going on here? You know, so feeling secure about yourself, confident, you know, responsible. All of these are great attributes men look for. And again, if you're looking and I'm saying anything wrong, feel free to stop me and say, what are you talking about? No, 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 we don't want that. But it's been pretty quiet. I guess I'm making some sense. Um, in the article, they had some things that I just want to touch on really quick. And you guys can, like I said, disagree. Qualities of a wife, right? Loving of equal measure. You have to bring something. Some men don't care if you don't bring anything, but majority of the guys, oh my god, it's a bonus if you could bring something to the table, right? Intellectual. You have to be able to hold an intellectual conversation. You can't be so boring. The only thing you talk about is just worthless nonsense, boring things. It just doesn't make any type of sense. They want a conversation that actually goes somewhere with some input, ideas, something that you could build on. Accept yourself without reservation. I said that. Confidence. Love to laugh. You can't be so uptight where you don't know how to have fun. So they like that. Yes, they want you to be responsible and serious, but you need to be able to have fun. So, cook. Not everybody. Hey, I can attest to that. Cooking is a big thing for guys. I know that there's a saying, a way to a man's heart is by cooking, right? Through his stomach. So if you can cook, that's a true bonus. Kudos to you. If you're like a diva in the kitchen, kudos to you. They want to be challenged, not challenged to the point where it's pushing him to be you know, show aggression and just angry. Challenging meaning challenging the thoughts, challenging his ability to actually want growth in his life, where it'd be going back to school, where it'd be starting projects that could potentially earn more money and so forth like that, right? Being affectionate. It's okay to be loving. People like that. I don't think anybody, I don't know. Is affection important to men? I know it's important to women. So I don't know if it's a woman or a man who wrote this. Have your own life. You know, being independent, like I said, having your own life, your own goals, sometimes it's okay as long as it's not interfering with the together goals. It's nothing wrong with having separate goals. Uh, do not embarrass in public. That was a big one, right? Nobody wants to feel embarrassed, right, in front of their friends or their family. So try not to have crazy, embarrassing moments because too much of those will just stifle everybody. Um, love him despite his mistakes. Okay, women want to feel like that too. Despite their mistakes, they want to feel love. So I guess men may feel that way. They may not say it. So it's not something they really talk about. Hey, accept me for the things that I'm not doing right. But just keep in mind, women, don't keep reminding men of things that they do wrong. They want you to make them feel special. They want to feel like they're the king. They want to feel like they're superior. So if you're constantly reminding them of their mistakes, it diminishes their feeling of the manhood. I call it the masculinity. So you don't want to do that, because the more you do that, you demasculize them, and they are not too happy with that. And of course, if another female is making them feel like the king, of course they're gonna gravitate more towards that person. Be considerate, right? People are tired, especially if both people are working and they're tired and they're doing their things. People just need that, and I think it goes both towards men and women. We want someone who's considerate and understand, you know. So if you know they done spend, thousands on something, don't just be like, okay, well, I want this right now. Be considerate, Or if they worked a 20-hour shift, that's not legal. Um, just be mindful that they're tired and they need to rest, and so forth. And I think I touched on majority of the stuff about men, what they want from a female. And I think one of the major things, don't be jealous or insecure and crazy. You have to be well balanced. So the crazy part, right? Some men like a little bit of crazy, I think. They do. They like a little bit crazy. But there's a certain gauge level, and I didn't even know that was a thing. Apparently it is a thing. So you can't go past this level of crazy. If you go past this level of crazy, that's like a no-no. Okay, you're deemed stalkerish and all kinds of stuff, and that's a thing. Apparently, that's in the man code. We don't know the man codes, and that's why they're quiet. When I'm talking about the women, they're all in there talking, right? They're all in there putting things, but apparently there's a man code, and they like to be quiet, and they don't like to talk about things like that. You guys are interesting. Nobody's typing. See? It never fails. Communication, you see, is not important to them. They like silence. But at the end of the day, like I said, women, we just have to take care of ourselves. Okay? We have to show that we're independent. We have to show that we're responsible, and we just well balanced, well rounded all around, because, at the end of the day, women are looking for men are looking for women, and you never know. Just focus on you, focus on your growth, position yourself in a situation where you'd be happy if you have someone, you'll be happy if you don't. Either way, you'll be just fine. And that's my motto in life, and that's exactly what I try to teach my daughters, okay? Don't grow up thinking, okay, I'm going to try to find me a husband. No. Grow up thinking, I'm going to, position myself, get myself educated, put myself in a career, or open my own business in a way that I can take care of myself and my family if I have to. I wouldn't have to rely on anybody else. So that's definitely something people need to realize and try to focus on. I get really, really irritated hearing young women saying, I just want somebody to take care of me. No. You take care of yourself. You need to be able to take care of yourself first. I met a young man on my Facebook friends, and it messaged me, and I said, wow, you're really, really young. You sound really responsible. And he said to me, I'm not going to say any names because he's very, very shy. He said to me, women are interested in me. They're interested in me all the time. It's just that I want to focus on myself. I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm struggling and will have to take care of the woman or my child in case she has a baby. And, for what? Why am I going to do that? He said, I'm trying to get myself to where I need to be, and then I could focus on trying to have a family. And I'm like, how old are you again? He's really young, and he's already thinking that way. And I'm like, wow, if I really thought that way a long time ago, who knows? I'd probably have like 20 different houses by now, because that's the type of But it's true. I'm not regretting my kids at all. Not. But it's crazy, the way people think differently. His perspective. I want a woman who has her head together, Because if she doesn't, I don't have time for that. And I'd rather just be by myself and doing, they have a lot of men who feel that way. And so us women, this whole thing about, okay, I just need to look good and just do this. No, they want more than that. If you look good, that's just a bonus, okay? It's just a bonus. But everything else have to fall in line. And then they'll definitely hit the jackpot. So just take care of ourselves as individuals, position ourselves to attract the people that we want in our life. Okay? You can't just be sitting on like, I want that. But what you're going to do to get that? How are you going to position yourself in life to get that? And that's a big thing. And just think about it. Think about what I say. Don't be judgmental. Don't be like, no, she don't know what she's talking about. This is actually a poll from different people on my Facebook page who I know that are independent themselves. These are people that are still looking for people, to be in their lives. So I'm just trying to get it out there. If you're young, if you're young, you're still out there looking. I mean, they have potential mates out there. You guys are just not connecting and meeting each other. And I hope you guys find the person that you're looking for. Again, just focus on you. Make yourself happy. Because if you're not happy and you're not taking, and you can't even take care of yourself, it's very, very difficult to be happy with someone else. So, with that being said, I hope you have a great evening. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Au revoir. Merci. Peace out.